Here we go. What's up, Titan Army? It's Ross. We're playing a little ranked with Ross action, post-patch Titan action. We're playing with C against a good old-fashioned Forest. I got a little inside scoop on this Forest. I just lost to it. It's a real slow player, and we played slow last time and lost anyway, so I think we're just going to go out guns blazing. Just hit him where it hurts. Right in the pocketbook. It's not really what we're going for. Boop. All right, lock it in. Let's see if we can catch him off guard here with a couple hundo damage. Probably got like, there we go. Plus 15. We're not scared of that, though. They could have played way bigger defensive scrolls. They were expecting us to go a little less hard in the paint, but we are down. We are just going for it. You'll love to see it. Anyway, patch-wise, C relatively untouched. If anything, a tiny, tiny nerf to a couple damage scrolls. One that we just played, which was Tsunami. It was two like massive scrolls, so not gonna strategically change the way you play C, but it is gonna make a difference in terms of closing out those games. What do we do here? What do we do here? Maybe we play Mirage. Mana Drain Mirage. We'd love it if our... what was I saying? If our health was down so far to make a difference. It's not a thing. Forest. Forest, not super noteworthy either in the patch notes. I'd say the biggest news of the patch is that Dusk drained keyword got lowered from 35 to 25%, which I think is going to change fundamentally sort of how much you can count on those lifesteal scrolls. Lots of people sort of up in arms today about how that's going, but what do you expect? I mean, Dusk has been slaying it the past couple tournaments, so, you know. The other noteworthy piece is that Entangled and Courage have been changed. They got an increase in their mana costs, which at least makes them like not just shoe-ins. You can't just no-brainer, you know, freaking smooth brain, throw them into anything, anytime, and you just mulligan until you get them in your first hand. You actually have to think about when you're going to play them and strategically when they're going to wear off and things like that, which I think is much better for the game. This is back, it seems. This mega tanky Forest. I mean, perfectly fine way to play the game, just not super enjoyable, especially when you're not playing when you don't really have the tools to break through something like this. Boop. Just lock it in. We're just going to throw the scrolls. We tried to play slow against this exact build a minute ago, and it was unsuccessful. So we're just going to go for it. Obviously, attacking into 110 defense, not what you want to do fundamentally in this game, but we don't have a whole lot of choice. And frankly, if we get through Living Woods here without taking a pile of damage, this is actually kind of a dub. Yeah, oh, maybe they have one more scroll. What's she going to play? Not massive. Not super D-duper. We do hope we get... Oh my god, we didn't get anything we wanted, really. That's not true. That's not true. We really don't want our Magicka to be at base 20 when we hit this healing bed, but we don't have a choice. We don't have a choice. We don't have a choice. We can't throw away Siren's Song either. It's one of our only mana corruption pieces left. We've already played our Sailor Chant. Brace for Impact. Going to get their defense back up to base. Titan Bliss, they're going to heal for 1,000,000. Like I said, this playstyle is back for Forest, and it's super obnoxious. I've actually just struggled with it in the past when it was part of previous metas, and maybe we're going to see it this weekend. This weekend, double affiliate tournaments, folks. We got tournament on Saturday and a tournament on Sunday. So I hope you guys are locked in and ready to rumble for those. I was like, how come I can't play a 0? 0. I mean, we are really just telegraphing what we plan to do next turn, right? Just buff all of our Magicka stats in one turn and then just kind of lay it out there. The problem is we're still not going to have enough mana to play what we want to play. That is, if we're not dead. He might just play both of those Stoneblade Scrolls and just kill us here. Knee of Justice, doesn't care about my defense, just cuts right through. Arcane Charge going to put us back up into mana rainbow land, but we're really just poor, you know? At least we get to resolve first. That's fun. We have 172 damage to our name, chat. We need to do 310 damage. I'd say we're in trouble. But at least we get this scroll in before we get, you know, dumpster fired here in a minute. We get to get our resolution. We just have to wait 19 turns of them not playing scrolls to win this game. That's how close this one's going to be. Shame on these people. Not really. I mean, it's a legitimate play style. It is, again, it's just kind of a snooze fest, in my opinion. Because you guys asked. You guys asked, hey, what's your opinion on stall? Maybe you didn't. Maybe you didn't. We're going to play a scroll. Again, this is going to telegraph our plans because we obviously cannot play our final scroll until we can kill them, which we're just not going to get the chance here. We're just not going to get the chance. We can only stall for 2 more turns, and that's if they play nothing. They could stall for 22 more turns, chat. Just in case you were thinking this was close, I would come to say no. You know, I choose my own way out. We're not going to play the final scroll. They'll never know what we have. They won't get the... Okay, they just kill me with Oak Strike. We won't tell them. Anyway, GG's to MG Brazil. Stall Forest. Are you back to stay? Are you the real deal in this new meta? God, I hope not. Catch you guys this weekend. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button. Tell me what you want to hear and see in the comments, and I'll catch you guys soon.